fill, and field. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is the cert page. If you change this to there's another field that you can change this to, and it'll change it to the date that you included it. So if I go up here to edit, insert, field, I want that to be my, it's called seal date. So I want it to be seal date when included. So I made and I inserted that field. So what that does is when you include your certificate page, it will put the date that you included it. So even if you open the file up 3 years from now, that date, the seal date that you included it into your file will be the date. So you'll know that, oh, I did that on January 15th, 2021. Is anybody using that already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's insert those. So just remember, edit, insert, field. And the field is seal date. There's all kinds of different days you can do it, but I want it when I include it. I want that date to stay the same, no matter when I open it. If you just do seal date, it will, it will change sometimes. So, or if I do static date, it'll change. So I don't want you to do that. Okay, here's some more fields. You can insert, let's see, how can I show you that? Let me go to my personal dictionary. So when I write date, I just write date with an asterisk. If I do that, I have all these, it'll make it a new file. It goes up 5 lines, you know, all these things. But look right here, static date with words. So whenever I type that, it puts in the date, that static date today. So if I wrote it today, I write that in, it automatically puts January 15, 2021, and it doesn't change. So anytime you have to cut and paste anything out, your date's on there and it never changes. So include that in whatever, if you have, you know, we used to write yuck, yuck, yuck to break up a file. I write date, or I'll do 5 asterisks. I have the static date, it's a field, and it just fills it in, and I never have to worry about I've typed the wrong date on a file. It is the date I wrote it, it's there. You can also do that for recess. I lost my managed jobs. Okay, so if I go to my includes, oh, sorry, wrong one. I have that in my personal dictionary. Okay, so here's my parenthetical for a recess. So not everybody puts the time of a recess. Some people do, and you have to write it down. You hope you go in there and fill it in. If you want the time of a recess, you just put this field in here. Static time in 12 hours. It'll say whereupon a recess was taken at 3:12 p.m. Automatically does it. I don't have to change a thing. Does it immediately. I'll show you how to insert that. So if I wanted a parenthetical, let's see, recess, I'll do it 3 times. So I would do F4P for parenthetical, and then whereupon a recess was taken at, and I'm going to insert a field. Look right there. Insert field, and I'm going to tell it static date. I like it with words. You can do it 12-hour, 24. I do static date with words. Okay, and there it is. I just created a field when I'm inserting a dictionary entry. Everybody get that? Again, whereupon a recess was taken at, I want that to be a field. insert field, find the field you want. No, I don't want facts. Insert field. You can scroll down if you don't want to do it by letter. Just scroll down till you find what you want. And I want static 8 with words. Okay. Close your parenthetical. We just created a field. Any questions on that? Is there anybody that does the time at recess? I know for years and years I never did it, but once we had the fields and stuff, it made it so easy that I just started doing it. Does anybody do times for recess?
Yeah, I do. I always have.
Nobody else? It gives you an extra line every time you have recess, so you know, because it doesn't always fall to one line.